Greg Biffle, winner of last Sunday's race, starts this one in 7th spot. We were with the Biff and his bunch from Victory Lane in Kansas right up to now.
After the first 2 races, Greg Biffle and company knew what Kansas meant. It meant doing or dying and trying to keep the mind from racing before the real race began. Continuing to prepare to be nothing short of the best.
Sunday morning, man, I woke up a couple hours before I really needed to get up, and I couldn't get back to sleep. I knew our backs were against the wall.
One win at this stage in the chase is all it takes to turn dire straits into rays of hope.
The winner of chase race number 3, Greg Biffle.
Number 1 was a big confidence builder, you know, for me and the guys. I knew we were going to have a top 5 day, and that's what we really, really needed.
Great job, guys. Well, he needed a spectacular day to make himself relevant once again in the championship chase. He's done exactly that.
You can't rest on your laurels. As soon as the confetti settles, it's back to the garage in Charlotte for the team to regroup and refocus on the next week and race ahead.
Hey, winner.
Hi, guys. What's up?
How you doing?
Good. What's up, guys? Should you leave any food for me or what?
What do you think of this terrific Subway?
On my desk.
Nice.
If you can do a backflip, you can have a sandwich.
How about 4 push-ups?
We got everything we needed at Kansas, but I'm not so sure it's not going to take. It's going to take one more of those. You know, maybe this week at California in order to kind of for me to be feel good about a run here.
We still have 85 points. You know, that's a long ways. So we know going to California, we need to qualify well, get a good pit selection, and run good in the race again. So what are we going to focus on in California, Erwin?
Well, the way you get on pit road, best in the business, we're going to have to make sure the brakes are working.
Your burnout.
All 4 brakes are going to have to work.
Yeah.
We're going to need to be on the sign.
Okay.
You know, some of this good news is that, remember this we were talking about, but that was the same tire that they run at California that we run this weekend, both left and right side. So we're going back. We'll be on the same tire 2 weeks in a row.
It's easy to go from Kansas to California with a lot of momentum, and the guys feeling good that we've got a chance at this thing.
All that steam.
And California is another great racetrack for us, like Kansas. We're in much better shape than we were. You know, Darrell Waltrip said that we were out of it.
They get paid to talk.
So did everybody else.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
There's a long way to go, but Fontana is the immediate future.
4 tires again, guys.
A 2005 repeat is what this team needs to maintain the ray of hope in the marathon they call the chase.
The pork stuffing. A lot of gazelles got eaten on Sunday, about 42 of them. That's why we Lions, and that's why when we need to, we holler at our boy on 3. 1, 2, 3, Demo!
Well, coming off his win at Kansas last Sunday, Greg Biffle has qualified well here in California, 7th starting spot. After a difficult first 2 chase races, the Kansas win brought the Biff 55 points closer to the lead. In the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship, he starts today 85 points off the top spot, very much, as you heard, believing the title is still within reach. Greg was 140 points out when the chase began and finished 17th and 19th in the first 2 races. Yet he was pretty ticked off that a lot of folks, I think probably included us, said he was probably out of it.
Yeah, including y'all. I never said he was out of it.
I didn't say he's out either.
Exactly. And I'm going to defend DW here because if you look at what happened throughout the season with this race team, all 3 of these cars, these Roush Fenway cars, were never up to speed, and they just did not look like they were any type of threat. We never looked at Greg Biffle, though, and said, hey, this guy can't drive a race car. He and Greg Irwin can't get it done. We were always worried about the pieces and parts. Greg Biffle is a top 5 talent in this sport without question. And on any moment, on any given day, at any race, he can strike. And if he's got the pieces and parts, he can win a championship.
Well, let's follow up on that. All of the Fords have been better lately. What are you hearing about why?
Well, they love the engine, number one. The engine is something that's really working good. Also, they made a lot of chassis changes, which got the car handle a lot better. But I want to go back to the engine just a little bit. I talked to one of the developers of that engine, Doug Yates, and Doug Yates showed me the motor a long time ago, and that particular engine is built actually to make the car handle better. Yeah, that's right, make the car handle better. Lower center of gravity, it's lighter, it makes a lot of power. Instead of having a big old heavy clunky motor in the front that doesn't help the handling, this thing's light, low, and they like that.
Helping it handle down the straightaway, helping it handle through the corner, too. That's pretty good. Certainly, this California track has been a good one for the Fords of Roush Fenway Racing over the years. They've won 1 out of 3 races here. Wow. If my math is right, 7 of 20. And at least one of the 2 races here each of the last 5 years have been won by a Roush Fenway Ford.